Hello everyone, I am BuildinPro and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play. In the last episode you saw us build our Guardian Farm, which is where we are now. But as you can tell, we've made some drastic changes to the Guardian Farm layout down here. I made it look a little bit more practical, a little bit more like a base and less like a temporary throw together. As you can see, I added the enchanting hub over here, so now we can enchant our gear all the way up to level 30 if we need to. Very handy since we're gathering XP over here all the time. I added some more chests and furnaces so we can cook up any of the raw cod that they drop us, so that we have an infinite supply of cod basically, so we never have to worry about food again as long as we have the fuel to cook it. Added some extra chests here for prismarine and the cod that we'll be getting. I have our anvil and a little chest to help with enchanting, books and lapis lazuli, all that sorts of stuff. And I kind of went with the, I changed the floor to birch because it goes a lot better with the sea lanterns and the prismarine blocks, or prismarine crystal bricks, prismarine bricks. It goes a lot better, it's kind of in the same color scheme. And then with the roof, I didn't want to leave that just solid stone, so I basically just did stone slabs. And then of course, as you can see in the, if you look through the little tunnel that the Guardians fall down, you can see that it's stone bricks, and it's lit up and it's got some glass around it just so we can kind of see what's going on up there. And of course the most important piece right here is where the kill zone is. This is where all the Guardians actually fall down. We put glass right here so they don't get squished and we can still see through them easily. I put sea lanterns all around to give some obvious lighting. I put dark prismarine around this because this is a special zone. This is where all the stuff gets done. We have our stone brick slabs on top of the hoppers that are going to this chest right here. It's always filling up with stuff. Good place to get pufferfish. They're still pretty rare, but they do come. And over here is just a chest for cooked cod and our sword. When it comes to the Guardian Farm, I tried to get one that had a breaking and sweeping edge on it. Sweeping edge is very useful for when you're trying to get big groups of them like this. You only have to swing once and you can hit a lot more powerful. And unbreaking just helps because we use it so much, it's kind of ridiculous. And as you can see over here, it's just like a little maintenance shaft. I put pressure plates on both sides so I don't have to actually click the door, but I always want the door to stay closed when I'm not using it because I just think it's kind of ugly. If we go up here real quick, I'll show you one more piece that we changed. As you can tell, as you might have been able to tell at the bottom, there's a lot of lag up here because of all the soul sand. I didn't turn my particles down. But there's no more water stream at the very bottom. I just took that out completely, and I put this water stream up here so that when they fall through the lava, take a little bit of damage, go through the water, it'll turn the fire off, and then they fall down and take all the falling damage. A little bit of lag from the particles, but that's just when we go up the ladder. Don't go up there too often. We still have a conduit. We're just going to leave it there unless we need to change it in the future, take it somewhere else. But how this works is actually pretty cool. It's got some fairly new mechanics in it. So I'll go ahead and show you. As you can see, I've enchanted all my gear. You may have noticed in the last episode, I even called myself out that some of my diamond gear broke. Actually, all of my diamond gear broke. So I resorted to using iron, and using enchantments on iron armor is not so bad anymore because we have basically unlimited supply of experience right here for enchanting. So it's not a problem at all. And back home we have our sugarcane and our cow farms, so getting books if we need them. And lapis lazuli is plentiful, so we don't really have anything to worry about too much. But I did go out between episodes and farm up some more diamonds, so we have 21 now. It's not quite enough to make a full set, but I might go make some later. Not something we're too worried about. But when it comes to the Guardian Farm, I take off all of my gear, and as you can see by the sign, I have learned from that lesson to take off your armor when you're dealing with these guys, unless they have mending and unbreaking and stuff like that on them. Well, they might have a little bit. They still take quite a bit of damage. I don't have mending yet. That's something I would like to accomplish in a very near episode. I would like to go out, steal some villagers from the other villages, and take them and use them for my own evil deeds. But anyway, when it comes to this farm, I take off all my gear because I don't want it to get damaged. When you're hurting so many enemies so quickly, and they're pufferfish, so Well, they're technically guardians, but they're pufferfish just enlarged, and the little pointers will hurt you. So constantly taking damage from them, they'll hurt your gear, and it gets kind of ridiculous over time. And that, as you probably saw in the last episode, is how I lost all of my diamond gear. So I've learned from that mistake, and I've even put this handy little sign here so that I don't have to deal with it anymore. Now, in some of the tutorial videos, they may tell you to put like a fence gate here or here so you don't get knocked back from the guardians when you actually hit them. I should be able to hit them here and show you. Yeah, see, they knocked me back a little bit, but instead of having to put a fence gate here and deal with that, I actually used the mechanic where you can walk through a block that is 1.5 blocks high. So you just have to crouch. You crouch under the glass block and then you'll just fall down here and you can stand like normal, and they won't actually knock you out when you hit them because this is 1 block high, not half a block high. So we can come down here, hit them with our sweeping edge sword. And when doing this, I always have a sword and a bunch of food with me. As you can see, our health goes down fairly quickly because we don't have any gear on. But since we have such a plentiful supply of cod, I'm not too worried about it. I'd rather waste cod than I would my enchanted gear. Eventually, I would like to add a beacon in with regeneration and strength and all that good stuff, so I don't really have to worry about it. And especially once we get mending, it won't be too much of an issue if our gear takes some damage. That's something else we got to work on in the future. We got a lot of plans for this series, but right now this is doing us just fine. It's a pretty entry-level guardian farm, but it gets us more experience than we could ever need as long as we keep an eye on our health. And I try never to go below 2 hearts because I have died just by farming guardians without paying attention to my health before. But anyway, to get out of here, all you gotta do is crouch and jump while pushing forward, and you're pretty much in and out. They'll never knock you back, and you can get in and out with ease. I'll just throw this in here. Now we have basically an unlimited supply of prismarine, crystals, and shards. That's how we decorate a lot of this place. I already drained the temple up top, so that was pretty useful. I did that just so I could make this a little bit more efficient. If I wanted to, I could go all the way up to the surface above the water level and add a roof above the guardian farm, probably with slabs, and I could do that. It might make it a little bit more efficient. However, I'm not too worried about it. This one is working more than good enough for us. I'm not too worried about that at all. If we need to in the future, if we find out that this thing isn't producing enough, then we can always change that. And as you can tell, I'm sitting plentiful on 56 levels. I don't think we have to worry about that at the moment. So that is what we've been up to since the last episode. Nothing terribly exciting, but we're just making this look like home. I really like how it turned out. If we had a beacon, I might have like another wing off over here. I can move this chest over to here somewhere, maybe change up the lanterns, and then kind of have how we have our little outlet for enchanting over here. I can put another little outlet over here with gold blocks and a beacon on top. But that's something we'll have to farm wither for, so that we can get that in the future. Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely something I would like to do. Now, the last episode we had a lot of items that were just scattered throughout. I made this a lot more organized. I moved all of our unuseful items back home. I just keep the enchanting stuff, the guardian farm stuff, and some necessary things you never know when, like obsidian, flint, and steel. Like if something happens to that, I don't want to have to walk all the way back home. Honestly, I'll probably get lost walking back home too. But we just keep some of the essentials in here. It's always a nice little emergency box if we need it. Got a full enchanting lamp, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much it over here. But other than that, I think what we're going to do today is we're going to work on our Nether Hub. Because right now, we don't really... What are you doing here? You lost. Let's be lost. Oh. As you can tell, we don't really have much of a guardian farm. Let me go to the Nether real quick. Right, so as you can tell, we do not have much of a Nether Hub. Because this is the ocean monument side of the Nether. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. This is our ocean monument side of the Nether. Hey, stop shooting at me. I'm trying to record. This is our ocean monument side of the Nether. And if we run all the way through this Nether fortress, basically, it will take us to our home side of the Nether Fortress. I lit the path up so it's pretty hard to get lost, but I would like to make it far more efficient. I would like to add a minecart in here and everything, just so that we can pop through the portal, hop in our cart, and fly off to our destination. That's what I would like to do. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it all in this episode, but we'll definitely be able to get it started. Now, it's quite a distance, but it's nothing unheard of. We've got Endermen. I want to kill these Endermen real quick because I'm trying to collect pearls. Make a little cheater's cove here. At least that's what I call it. Where'd they go? Hey buddy, look at me. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. Come on. Come to daddy. Give me your pearls. I need to get a looting sword. I've not found an enchantment for looting yet. Try to look as often as I can. I thought these guys were supposed to spawn in groups of 4 in the Nether. Killed every Enderman I've seen since I started getting some decent gear. I don't have to worry about them killing me. Because I need to get quite a few more pearls so we can go to the end. What we got there? We got 1. I'll take it. Not too bad. But anyway, we need to upgrade this because we've got a dirt shack on this side with a dirt staircase that we have to jump up and down to run through a Nether fortress. It's anarchy. It's unacceptable. We're better than that. We're building pro, not building noob, so we can do better. But I think instead of actually going through the fortress with the Nether Hub, or I guess the Nether minecart track, whatever you want to call it, I think I'm going to go off to the side so that we can kind of leave the Nether alone, or the Nether fortress alone, in case we ever want to do some farming, because we're going to need a lot of wither stuff later, and I don't really want to mess with that. I don't want to screw it up too much. I think we need to go over that direction. Can't see exactly. I don't want to fall. I don't have an elytra yet. Can't do a whole lot of exploring, but we'll get a path figured out. And then I think we'll start building our new Nether Hub. I've already got some materials. I've been working on them for quite a while. Just had them smelting in the background because I've been planning to do this for a little while because I do not like that dirt box. So that is probably what we're going to work on today. I'm going to go figure out what kind of path we want to take, grab our materials, and then we can get things started for this episode. So I think I have all the resources we need here. I'm planning to build it out of stone bricks and stone brick slabs. It's going to be a combination of both. You'll see how I plan on doing it once we get there. It's easier to explain that way. Plus these will be very durable against any ghast attacks or whatever you want to call them. I want to light the whole thing up with lanterns. So I used a bunch of iron ingots, turned them into nuggets, and had a bunch of torches, made some more lanterns. It's obviously going to be made out of rails, so some of that's got to be powered. I'm going to bring some gold and redstone dust. Always bring a crafting table with you when you're working on stuff. And spruce planks, obviously, because we're going to need some wood. Other than that, should probably go to sleep and grab some more food. I'll just take it all. But I'm going to go to sleep. And then once it becomes daytime, I think we're pretty much ready to go to the Nether, and we'll get things started. So here we are in the Nether, on what is going to be our very own Nether Hub here soon. And one thing I'm looking forward to in this build is getting rid of this crappy dirt hut. So we're going to start things off strong. Just get rid of... Whoa, I fell down already. We're going to start things off strong and just get rid of this first thing. I hate it. It's awful. It may be able to keep the bad men out sometimes. As you can see, I heard a pigman just walk through here a second ago. Ridiculous. He thinks he is, but I guess he kind of runs the place now, huh? Oop, I guess my inventory's full. Good thing we already got a chest over here. That's handy. Throw some of this stuff in there. Pick up all this good stuff. We don't need this stuff immediately, so I'll just keep it in there. Alright. So this is going to be the first destination. There's another. Sorry, I can't pass up killing a good Enderman. You never know how many of those eyes you're gonna need. Come at me, bro. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Seriously, where'd he go? He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh no, it wasn't. I was hoping that would work. It always works in the TV shows. Yep, get up here. I see you. Uh-oh. He actually got up here. I wasn't ready. I was bluffing. Don't fall down. Where'd you go? Alright, look at that. Another ender pearl. We're just raking them in this episode. We're gonna have to go find us a fortress here pretty soon then. A little bit of lag there. Blowing through our food already. We've barely gotten any work done. Alright, let's get to it. Now get rid of this dirt hut. Very exciting. This is going to be the first destination. I want one to go over to the Nether, or to the Guardian farm rather, obviously. And I would like another portal or so to go over to some of the villages that are nearby, because I want to steal their villagers, and going through the Nether will just make it much faster. Might make things a little complicated, but once we get our rail network set up here, we should be able to transport the villagers fairly easily. Now I would like to eventually make a pretty large Nether Hub, a pretty large trading hall, and just pretty much flatten out the village that is existing next to our base right now, because honestly it's not too useful. So I think we just get rid of it, make it a little bit more efficient. I don't plan to do a whole lot of villager breeding, because if we set up rail line to move one over, then we can pretty much just move them all over without causing too many issues. I'm going to leave room with this so that we can expand in the future if we need to. Because I don't plan on going that direction immediately, but I don't remember which direction the village is in. I think I might have a picture of the coordinates. Something I'll have to look into again, I guess. But we can always go ahead and find out. Remember the general direction it is from our base, just not from here. So, finished up. This will just be a basic floor. I've already pretty much mapped out where we're going to go. As you can see with torches, that will pretty much take us home. So I think I'll have our exit right here for our minecart. I might put in some sort of staircase so that we can still walk down to the Nether fortress that's right there if we need to. And believe it or not, right on the other side of this hill there and a few blocks that way, I found another Nether fortress. Two Nether fortresses so close together. There was a blaze spawner. I had to destroy it because we don't need another blaze spawner. We found two in this fortress right here that are like right next to each other. So we do not need another one. It's getting out of hand. More blazes is just going to cause more chaos for us. That's not something we need to worry about. I don't know if I made enough nether brick or enough stone brick for this. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. And I plan to set this up so that I'm just going to have to leave that out there for now, I guess. I plan to set this up so nothing can spawn in the actual tunnel, because it's going to have slabs on the top and slabs on the bottom. As far as I know, nothing can spawn on slabs. Also, there's going to be some redstone and lanterns. So I'm not sure if lighting, I don't think lighting works the same Nether as it does in the overworld, but we're going to have it regardless. So we're going to go up. We don't need to go up super high, just going to go up to the same height as our little fortress here, or our little portal. We're just going to make a big stone block. I'm not too worried about what this is going to look like on the exterior, more so worried about the interior, because that's where we're going to be spending all of our time. As far as I'm concerned, on the outside, it just has to be practical, and stone brick is very resource friendly, because all you gotta do is melt some cobblestone, which is the easiest resource to get in the overworld. Not too worried about that. Now that we got this done, I might actually go one more out, so that when we have our actual nether, our actual minecart in here, it doesn't cause any issues with the wall or whatnot. We'll just go one more out. I think this could look pretty good, actually. Now, if things spawn on the roof, it's not a big deal. They shouldn't be able to get in anyway. Okay, corner here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go grab my door. Get that set up. Bam. The good times with Scar is say it's gonna be amazing. So we got that. Right. Now where I plan on putting the... Where'd it go? Oh, I gotta build them first, of course. But I'll deal with that later. Let's get this railway set up first before we actually start building the rail itself. There's more quartz down there. I've been mining up a lot of quartz. What am I doing? I told myself I'm going to build it out of slabs, and I just start building it out of bricks. Ridiculous. Can't trust myself. We're going to need a lot more than this. Just go ahead. This for now. That'll be enough to get us started. Just take this out, pick up as many as I can out of the air. But we're going to lose some. That's alright. We brought a lot. Still don't know if it'll be enough though. But I want to do up on the top because this is where our actual minecart is going to go. Oh, I forgot. I already made this bridge. And then I wanted to go down on the bottom. So I think it'll look good. It'll add a little bit of depth to the tunnel rather than just doing a tube. It'll add some ups and downs, obviously. This is where our minecart is going to sit. Oh. That was pretty good reflexes on my part, if I do say so. But we're going to have to kill that guy. I think I'm going to kill that guy, do a little bit of work on our tunnel here, make some minecarts, and then I'll show you where I'm going to place them. I'm going to run into that real quick. So I finished up what is going to be the first little segment of our Nether Hub / Nether Rail Cart Mine Track thingy, whatever you want to call it. This is pretty much how it's going to look the whole way. Kind of reminds me of an end fortress, just because there's so much stone brick. But I like the way it looks here. It's very safe, so in case we have to deal with gas, we don't have to worry too much about it. Putting the lanterns up top here, right in the center, I love how that looks. That is a great addition. And believe it or not, the whole bottom part here is made out of slabs on the side, and then just one on the top. I'll even destroy them, kind of like how I showed you earlier. And we did that all the way across this big gap right here, which was kind of terrifying, not gonna lie. And then the powered tracks, see if I can dig the right one out, are side. They are powered by one floating block of dirt with a redstone torch on top of it. And then this isn't an actual slab, it's a full block of stone brick. So it powers that, and then it powers the rest of them, of course. That was pretty simple. I like the way it looks. I haven't actually ridden it yet. We'll go ahead and get built a cart, but have not been on it. And it's just going to be powered by a button. So you just sit in it, press a button, and you're off. I don't want it to be super slow, but I also don't want to waste a whole bunch of powered cards. That was pretty cool. It'll be a lot faster. These casts are everywhere. It'll be a lot faster and a lot safer to just go right through all of this with a minecart. So it's going to take a lot of work to get done, a lot more than I thought actually. It seems to happen a lot. It's going to take a lot of work, but it's going to look really good. As you can see, this is where we're going to be starting. I'm going to show you the whole path that we have to go. Kind of marked it out, but I'm going to actually show you this time. It's quite a distance, and I think instead of like going up over this mountain, we're just going to go right through it. So we don't have to deal with going up and down and all sorts over the place. Because I would like to just level out with the nether portal on the other side. I think that would look good. Pretty much just ignore these paths. This is not going to be where the actual rail cart is placed. This is just where I needed to walk. So as you can see, the torches, we're going to pretty much make an L shape. It's going to come right through this big, what looks like floating island almost of netherrack. We'll cut right through the middle of that, around to about this section right here, right where this torch is, and then over. As you can see where I marked with the stone brick down there, that is where the nether portal on the other end pretty much lays. One sketchy looking pathway that I've made for myself. But this is about the area that the other nether portal lays. So as long as we follow this, it'll take us directly to, see we're lined up with the stone brick, it'll take us directly to the other nether portal, and that is where our guardian farm is. So it'll be perfect. It'll take us right around the nether fortress here, so we don't have to worry about that. As long as we can do it at the same height, which we may have to move that portal up some, that's what I'm thinking, which shouldn't be too big of an issue. We'll get some of our prismarine bricks back anyway, so that's going to be nice. We have to take it all down regardless. So It's not a big deal, but I think that is our goal. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on this. It may take a day or two, and I'll probably show some more of it as I'm working, but I won't show the whole thing because it's gonna get pretty repetitive and pretty tedious. But I think this is going to look very good when it's done. And yeah, by the looks of things, I'm definitely gonna need more stone bricks. But we'll do what we can. I might even do a time lapse of mining later. Who knows? The options are endless. So let's get back down. Current minecart, and I think we're gonna have to do some more mining. So let's get mining. I'm down here picking up our nether portal here, the nether portal that goes from the nether obviously to the guardian. I'm going to move it. I did a little bit of math. I hope this is where it's going to come out correctly to actually wait and see. I want to make sure I don't leave here even though we all. But I did some math. As you can see where that torch is up there in this little ledge of netherrack, that's the height that the mine shack is on, all the way on the other side, and I want to keep it at the same height all the way through. So if I think that if I move this up to here, it's the same height as over there, then it should come out at the same place in the Guardian farm. Now, I've never done a whole lot of messing around with moving nether portals while you're in the nether, so this could be interesting. Are there? But we're going to give it a shot. Take a little bit of a risk here. See how it goes. Make sure I got my flint and steel before I even knock that down. Like this. This will be our moment of truth. I have no idea if this is going to work, but it should. So let's go check out. Nope. Loading. Wait for it. And it is. It reconnected to our portal, so we are back in business, Mr. Piggy. Hear that? We're back in business. Alright, so things are looking good. So many of them. If I needed the levels, it would be perfect, but I just don't need them. Until we start making some diamond gear, right? You can enchant your gold sword if you want. Just don't hit me with it. Alright, so now that we got our new nether portal linked up, we're set. So, since the portal is now re-linked, we just gotta build all the way out there, so we still got quite a bit of work to do, but it's one less thing that we have to worry about. So let's get right back at it again. So as you can see, we've done quite a bit of work with our tunnel here. It's not too shabby. Unfortunately, I did run out of stone brick, so I'm gonna have to go form some more cobblestone. I haven't done all the work yet. Just pretty much laying the track first off. I got the outlines here. They go this part and this part. They go all the way down, so that's nice. Yeah, and after that I ran out of stone. Pretty much just that quick. I have a little bit more smelting back at the base. However, I know I'm going to have to farm a lot more. And instead of doing the entire thing out of stone bricks, I've decided to throw in some netherrack here. I think if it alternates between stone brick and netherrack, it'll make it look good, because as you saw in the tunnel that we came through, we started off in the stone brick area and then we went into netherrack, and then over here we're going to go back to stone brick and then back to netherrack. So it's going to kind of go back and forth. Oh, baby pig, get off my track, get out of here. But it's going to kind of go back and forth, alternating between stone brick and netherrack. That way it'll still give us the feel that we're traveling through the nether at high speeds, and it'll also give us the feel of this is industrialized, this is ours, we use this for transportation, no nether creatures like this little guy right here, not allowed. So it's gonna put our own little twist on things in the nether, and it'll also save us a lot of resources, because I just had a mine right through this big island here, and instead of replacing it, I thought it looked kind of good, so I decided to stick with it. And then I'm going to kind of recreate the same thing down here a little bit. But this little section right here is still going to be our stone brick. So in order to do that, we're going to have to farm up a lot of resources. So let's head back to base. Come on, minecart. Come on. Head back to base and farm up some more cobblestone, smelt that, and then we can come back to work. Right now I'm down in the mine, just gathering up a few more resources, because as you saw, we're going to need a lot more cobblestone. And I was wondering, The fortune pickaxe, which I only use this to gather resources like coal. We always need coal. Not so much redstone. But I think it would be pretty neat if the fortune pickaxe worked on like normal minerals. Like if I mine this, it only drops 1. But if I mine coal, it can drop 2 or 3 even more, depending on what level of fortune you get. I think it would be pretty cool if the fortune pickaxe worked on normal minerals. It might be it might be way too overpowered. I can see how they do that. That could be a issue. But when it comes to just trying to farm cobblestone, it could save a lot of time, and technically fortune should increase the amount of minerals you get from that too. I mean, that's just my opinion, I guess. But that's something that maybe will come in the future of Minecraft. I guess we'll see. It's kind of something for us to ponder in the meantime. So let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments section, because I'm curious if I'm just mistaken and it already does, but I don't think it does. Or if that's something you would like to see in the future, just to kind of save time when you're farming endless resources like sand or stone or dirt for a guardian farm or something like that, because obviously the resources are plentiful. It's just the time you got to put into farming them. Let me know down below. Out here mining up some more resources for our soon-to-be Nether Hub. Yeah, you know, we got to get up that cobble. Walking around, came out of that little tunnel right over there. Saw some more diamond. Fortunately, it's right on the edge of a lava pool. But if we work this well, hopefully there's a whole vein down. It seriously might just be the one diamond. Dead. Okay. Please? Oh well. Looks like it's just the one. Let's use our fortune pickaxe and see if we get lucky. How many is 4 diamonds in 1 diamond ore. If that is pretty good, I will gladly take it. Gotta love fortune pickaxes. Now, let's get back into mining some resources. Anything, ooh, it's close. Anything else that we're gonna need for the future builds. As you can see, we've done quite a bit of work with our little mining system through our Nether Hub here. I would like to turn the interior here just 2 stone slabs. Currently it's stone bricks, which is fine. It looks fine for what we need it for at least. But I would like to turn it into stone bricks so these guys stop spawning in. And when I walk through here, you'll see what I mean. Also, I found some more diamonds while I was out getting more materials for our stone bricks. Hopefully this will be enough to finish. I think it should be close, if not just enough. So we'll see. Also found some more diamonds, like I said, and made enough to make full diamond armor. So I'm going to go through here, show you the pigmen that just won't stop coming through. So we're going to try to resolve that issue. We'll hopefully try to enchant all of this. And I think in the next episode, what we're going to try to do is get a mending villager. We went several villages in the past few episodes, or a few episodes ago, and we found quite a few villagers, but nothing with mending in it. So we're going to go there, and we're going to use the 1.14 system so that we can try to change their jobs to librarians and transport them back to our village, the one that we've taken over. Because like I said, there's only 1 villager, so we got to pump those numbers up. We want to get some more librarians, get some farmers so we can start doing the trading. I'd like to make a trading hall in the future, and once we get all that stuff set up, hopefully we'll find one with mending. But for now, I'm going to go to the guardian farm. Here we are back at our guardian farm. As you can see, we've had a problem with pigmen coming in here, which is annoying. Don't want to just kill them, because I don't want the pigmen to be mad at me. Dealt with that in the past and it's not fun. I'll just trap them down there. I think we're just going to have to drown them. Maybe I'll put up some sort of barrier system, but I don't think it should be an issue. Make sure it's light enough in here. I don't think it should be an issue once I get stone slabs that they're fixed. What you going? Oh, little buddy. Kill you later. Thanks. Okay, cool. So now that I'm back here, these guys are loud. To turn my sound down. But now that I'm back at the guardian farm, I'm going to try and enchant some diamond armor up here. We're going to have to make sure that we don't break the diamond armor before we get in mending on. So, something we'll have to do hopefully in the next episode. Finally got a diamond sword, so that'll be nice. Let's get into slaying, enchanting. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I spent quite a bit of time at our lovely guardian farm here, and I have full enchanted diamond armor. This isn't perfect for what I want. I'd like to get unbreaking boots and the legs before I finish up. Of course, I would like to get all of them. I would like to get unbreaking on shovel and about it for the tools. Everything else is good. Of course, I would like to get mending all those. Also, that's something we'll work on in the next episode. But for now, it's pretty good. So since we got all this set up, we're going to stick it in there. See if we can use this to finish everything up. So let's go. So we're just about to finish up the last little bit of our wall here. Thing is looking pretty good. To go back and gather just a few more resources, but pretty close, so I'll take it. Get a lot more cobblestone than I thought I would need. But I never really planned to have enough resources. Just that in my builds that what I'm building I usually underestimate. There it is. Our little rail system for our Nether Hub from our base to our guardian farm is complete. And nothing should spawn in here as far as I know. This is all slabs. Then we have redstone, of course, so they don't spawn. And it's lit up just so see, I don't think that's a requirement. See, I got bullseye here. Our new bow that has infinity and some power and breaking on. That's been helpful. Dealing with the cast over here is a serious pain in the butt. So I think to close out this episode, we're going to go on a ride through our brand new Nether Hub. Oh, that was disappointing. Why didn't it go? Am I on the track or something? What's going on here? That was weird. But anyway, this is our Nether Hub. Things are looking just splendid. Stare down into the abyss there. It's good. Speed things up. It'll be nice when we get to the point. Little rubber band here. It'll be nice when we get to the point of transporting villagers. Hopefully this will be some sort of connected to where the villages that we're going to be stealing them from. That's nice. But if you enjoyed today's episode, leave a like down below and comment what you did like, or if you have any ideas for future episodes. And if you really liked it, click the subscribe button. And there definitely will be more videos like this, so hit the bell notification. And in the next episode, we'll be getting those villagers. So I will see you then. I'm BuildinPro. Thanks for watching.